Hello and good morning, class. Today we're going to be talking about personal references for metric units. Now, first of all, why would you ever need a personal reference for any metric units? Well, let's say somebody came up to me and said, how long is this pencil? If I have a ruler in front of me, that's pretty easy. All I do is take the ruler and I can measure it. But let's say I don't have anything in front of me. How do I estimate exactly how long that is? Well, a personal reference can help. A personal reference means I find something that is about of equal length to help me understand about how long 1 centimeter, 1 decimeter, 1 meter, or even 1 millimeter is, to help me understand about how long the object is that's in front of me. So today we're going to take a look at a couple of personal references that you could use for centimeters, decimeters, and meters around the classroom. Now, the first thing I need to do in order to do this is to pull out my ruler. Now, make sure that the ruler that you are using the metric side. You can usually find the metric side because it'll either say metric, centimeter, or something along those lines to let you know that that is the side that you should be using. Now, the first reference that you can use for metric system is very easy. We're going to be taking a look at 1 centimeter. We can tell 1 centimeter because we go from the 0 mark all the way to the first number, because that is the first centimeter. Now, the easiest way to do this is probably using your pinky. If you put your pinky up to your ruler, you'll see it's about 1 centimeter long from one side to the other. This helps me know that if I ever need to know how long a centimeter is, I can just hold out my pinky and know that that is about a centimeter. What else could we use around the classroom though? Well, we have been using unit blocks a lot around the classroom. One of the ones that we've been using a lot has been the cube. If you take a look at our cube, it is also about 1 centimeter long. One thing that I always have in my pocket as well is chapstick. I don't leave home without it. Especially this time of year, it's very important. So if I take a look at my cap on my chapstick, it is also around 1 centimeter long. These basic objects can help me to tell what the lengths are for a centimeter just by making a personal reference. Now, what if we wanted to know a decimeter? First of all, how long is a decimeter in centimeters? Turn to your partner and let them know. Fantastic. You and your partner should have both said that it's around 10 centimeters. Now, in our classroom, we have something that is 10 centimeters. Every one of your packs of cards is about 10 centimeters long. Now, is this perfect? Well, let's line it up and see. If I take a look, it's actually just short of 10 centimeters. But when we take a look at it, it goes a little bit past the halfway mark in between 9 and 10 centimeters. So I know that this is a pretty good personal reference for a decimeter. Another box that you could use is also usually a crayon box, is also around 10 centimeters or a decimeter. So those are going to be your personal references for a centimeter and a decimeter. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Now, so far you've found your personal references for a centimeter and a decimeter. Now, a meter, I'm going to admit, is going to be a little bit harder for you to find. The reason for that is we live in the United States, where we use the U.S. customary system. Now, when we're talking about that, we're talking about inches, feet, yards, so not a lot of things are measured that way inside the United States. However, there are some things inside of our classroom that we may be able to find that are equal to a meter. Now, if you're looking for a meter, the easiest way to find this is actually to use a meter stick. If you don't have meter stick, you can use a tape measure in your classroom. Now, looking around my classroom, one of the objects behind me is 1 meter. Can you take a guess what it is? If you guessed the table, you're absolutely correct. If I line up my meter stick, you can see that this is a pretty good personal reference of a meter. Now, I can tell that because it's about 100 centimeters. So that's going to be my own personal reference if I ever need to know what is about a meter in my classroom. This will help me estimate any other measurements.